What is on your mind, apprentice?
So much. I've only touched the dark side, and already I feel as though the galaxy is unfurling before me. There's so much to take in. And I'll admit, I'm a little uncertain about what it means to be Sith.
Your transition to the dark side won't be easy. You should feel free to come to me with any concern.
I'm already more comfortable with you, with the dark side, than anywhere else I've been. All my life, I've felt kept and confined. Always wanting to watch what I say, treating emotion as the enemy. The dark side is my freedom. I'm going to express everything.
Be sure your impulses align with my needs, and you'll find that the filters and chains that have bound you will be removed.
Consider me properly motivated, Master. Please, may I ask you something?
You need not be cautious with me, Jaesa.
Your availability is a gift. It's about the Twi'lek, Vat. Can she be trusted? She seems rather soft.
It takes no special powers to see that.
Oh. Then you are already aware of her leanings? I'm sure you have it under control, then. I meant no disrespect. I see I have much to absorb. I'm humbled by your attention. Thank you.
We can continue this discussion another time.
Of course, my master. Master, your indulgence, please? We haven't spoken for some time. Are you upset with me?
I'm not hard to find. If you want to talk, speak up. Tell me anything.
Can I tell you it angers me to be ignored? The nobles on Alderaan treated me like I wasn't there. First because I was just a servant, then because they knew I could see through their pomp and distortions. I wanted to expose it all, bring their political nonsense to a halt.
What was stopping you?
I was naive, stupid. And the lady I served seemed sincere when she advised me not to. Of course, she ended up using me for her own ambitions. Deep down, I hated my life, but I swallowed those feelings.
You've come a long way already. Now, you can let your feelings go.
Yes. I'm finally living. All thanks to you.
Noblordo, Kiash, utare ese barco!
Master, remember the last Imperial port we were docked at? Because I don't. I think I partied a little too hard there. I vaguely recall an Imperial soldier. I think he and I, got to know each other? Either that or I might have killed him. Or both, maybe. It's fuzzy.
I see you're enjoying yourself.
The way I see it, I work hard, so I should play hard. But don't get me wrong, I'm not really interested in nameless, faceless, possibly lifeless grunts. I reserve my interest for much more accomplished men.
You're staring at one right now.
Now look, you've gone and made me blush. You'll see, I'm a quick learner. I won't be so clumsy next time. Until then. Thank you for granting me this audience, Master. I'll only take a moment. I have nightmares. I'm wearing the plain robe of the Jedi. When I wake up, I giggle like a small girl.
I'd like to see that.
In your presence, that giggle would be a full-bodied laugh. I've come to realize that my appreciation of you puts me at odds with the precept of the Sith way. It is expected that an apprentice will eventually seek to overthrow her master. You'll never have to worry about that.
You still display a child's naivety. I won't hold you to that.
I have much to learn, but I know my heart. My conviction is real. I can't imagine the galaxy without you leading me through it.
Don't you worry, I'm not going anywhere. You're dismissed.
Yes, my master. Thank you for this time. Master, I am plagued.
You of all people should know not to keep things suppressed, Jaesa.
My mistake, Master. I won't make it again. It's becoming clear that the dark side is as flawed and undependable as everything else. Using my power to reach out into the galaxy, I'm becoming aware of false Sith, lords who are secretly leaning toward the light.
Supply me with names, and we will deal with it.
If I knew, I would have already torn out their eyes myself. It will take time for me to pinpoint who and where they are, but believe me, I will find them. I'm glad this concerns you as much as it does me. Master, I know I've been moody lately, preoccupied about the false Sith I seek. I want you to know my confidence in the Empire is shaky, but my commitment to the dark side is strong. I'm reveling in the power of my new emotions.
I'm all ears. Tell me about these new emotions.
You name it, I feel it. Hatred, elation, fury, lust. I haven't properly thanked you for this amazing gift. I don't want you to think I take you for granted. You should know that I can be, well, anything that you wish me to be.
This will help me decide what I wish you to be.
I like that side of you. I look forward to getting to know you better.
Mind yourself, and do as you're told, and you just might.
I'll hold on to that promise, my master.
You have something to tell me.
I'm just informing you that I will be disembarking for a short while. I've finally tracked down the false Sith I'm sensing. It's time for me to bathe in their impure blood.
Sever a few limbs for me, will you?
You add fire to my rage, Master. I will return once my bloodlust has been quenched. The false Sith are dead. I slaughtered them. I slaughtered them all. But not before getting confessions from each and making them beg. I've never felt such satisfaction.
Let it feed you. There are few greater experiences than destroying traitors.
I will be on the lookout for every one of those experiences. For now, I'll continue to use my power to search for traitorous Sith, then systematically eradicate them all. The Empire will be pure when I am through. I vow it. Master, as time passes, the thrill of killing the light side Sith is ebbing. I'm in search of a new thrill. Perhaps one slightly more personal in nature? Master, I want you. Why don't we find someplace quiet?
I like a woman who's direct. Follow me.
Everything looks a little different when you're relaxed, you know? The sky is brighter, the stars shinier. Can't wait to get all tense again.
Your workload around here just doubled. You'll be tense before you know it.
I can handle it. The more pain, the more pleasure. Makes sense to me. Until next time, Master. It's so amusing to think I was once training to be a Jedi. You're opening me up to my true potential. I feel such power surging through me.
I'm impressed with how well you're absorbing all my various influences.
Ready for more whenever you are, dear. There will be no stopping us. Master, I have become aware of an amazing development. The other night I couldn't sleep. I sensed something and ventured out, tracking the sensation. I came upon a badly injured Sith who reeked of the light side. He was suffering and on the verge of death.
Are you murdering people in your sleep now, Jaesa?
Even I couldn't have done this, asleep or awake. He spoke of a Sith and his agents whose sole purpose is to hunt down traitors to the dark side. Whoever this Sith is, he filled this man with such fear and pain. All I can think is, where do we sign up?
We could coordinate efforts with this Sith.
Exactly my thinking. We can share information and pool resources and clean up the Empire all the more thoroughly. By using my power on the dying man, I got an impression of the Sith who did the damage. I'm reaching out with my senses to try to catch his scent. Some kind of trail I can follow to locate him.
You have my blessing. Leave no stone unturned.
I will be thorough, Master. Master, I have exciting news. A trail of corpses, all slain the same as the Lightside Sith I found, has led me to the perpetrator. His name is Lord Sentence. He's been secretly hand-chosen by the Dark Council to eradicate any and all Sith who are not pure. He operates with impunity. No one is above his judgment. It makes my mouth water just thinking about such power.
Your abilities would be very helpful to his task.
That's what I was thinking. He's already accused and destroyed so many traitors. It's a mystery to me how he has been so prolific without my special power. But I've reached out to him, and he has granted me an audience.
Keep your wits, Jaesa. Power can corrupt, and this man has been handed great authority.
If you're jealous, don't be. I'll be back in my quarters every night. Or in yours. This is my destiny. The purpose of my power, I know it. Now, I'm meeting him shortly. Leave a light on for me.
I see you've returned from meeting Lord Sentence. How was it?
Interesting, to say the least. Within moments, I realized he was killing any Sith he pleased, all in the name of hunting traitors. Very few of his victims were valid targets, and he was very excited that my special power would unequivocally validate his work. Said that we could literally reorganize the entire power structure of the Empire. To entice me, he suggested we start by pointing the finger at you.
A very opportunistic man. Were it not directed at me, I would approve.
Well, his opportunities have dried up a bit. The man wanted me to abuse my gifts, and betray the one person in the galaxy I respect and owe my life to. It took everything I had, but it was the most satisfying kill of my young life.
Tell me about the fight.
He was ferocious. Honestly, there was a point where I thought I was done for. But my power is beginning to help me innately. I intuited a feint, and ignoring it, was able to counter his death blow and seize an opening. A fatal thrust through the neck. I've decided I don't like lightsabers. They cauterize as they cut. I would have enjoyed the blood.
Remind me never to anger you.
You elicit other emotions, dear. Besides, if you make me mad, I have a new way to vent. The Dark Council's emissary, a man named Kaliku, was there too. He's the one holding Lord Sendence's leash on this assignment. He offered me Sendence's mandate. As I sensed light-leaning Sith, I'd report them to him. And when possible, I'd be sent to eradicate.
Your dream come true, and a deserved distinction, Jaesa.
I will make you proud. I promise. And don't think I'll forget that it's you who has made this possible. My devotion will never flutter. Thank you. Master, everything else aside, the visceral experience of facing Lord Sendence continues to tantalize me. I relive it nightly and awaken buzzing. When I feel such pleasure, all I can think of is sharing it with you. When I feel pain, I ache to be consoled by you. I know what this is. It's love.
Actions speak louder than words, Jaesa.
Believe me, I ache to show you how deep my love runs. But I want this to be different, special. As you already know, my reflex is to rush to instant gratification, but let's milk this feeling, this want. Let it build before we act on it.
All the better to wait until we ache with longing.
The ache in me spikes when you talk like that. I think we're going to like this little experiment. I have to say, this idea to wait and let the desire churn, fantastic. I'm burning for you like never before. I think it's time to do something about it, don't you?
You read my mind. Follow me to my quarters.
I like it when you lead. I'll be watching you the whole way there. Have to admit, that was so worth the wait. Instant gratification is overrated. I'm a new woman now. So much greater intensity is built through denying one's appetites and then gorging. I'm going to apply this lesson to all things. Eating, training, killing. I won't take the easy, quick path ever again.
I'm glad you found what fulfills you.
You fulfill me, and I trust you, completely. You're the first person I have no compulsion to use my power on in order to be sure I understand. When I'm with you, I actually forget that I have this power. And it is such relief. I'm realizing I never really relaxed before.
All my stresses subside when we're together.
All right, this is almost too sweet. We don't want the galaxy thinking we've gone soft, do we? Let's get back to work. I look around, I see other men, even the uncomplicated strong ones, you know. My type, and there's no reaction. It's like every cell inside me knows. You and I are made for each other. So you better propose or something, because our offspring will be the most powerful creatures in the galaxy.
You're just brimming with confidence, aren't you? How do you know I want the same things?
If you're asking if I used my power on you, don't insult me. I'm venturing out on my own, blind. Oh, can't we leave the game playing behind us? I want us to be married, and then populate the galaxy with Sith, but only as equals.
You will be my wife, but not my equal. I will always be your master.
I see. I suppose I'll have to learn to be satisfied with that. As master and husband, you are my superior. I look around, I see other men, even the uncomplicated strong ones, you know. My type, and there's no reaction. It's like every cell inside me knows. You and I are made for each other. So you better propose or something, because our offspring will be the most powerful creatures in the galaxy.
You're just brimming with confidence, aren't you? How do you know I want the same things?
If you're asking if I used my power on you, don't insult me. I'm venturing out on my own. Blind. Oh, can't we leave the game playing behind us? I want us to be married, and then populate the galaxy with Sith. But only as equals.
Why don't you shut up and let me lead?
I can do that.
Marry me.
You're right. Much better this way. My nostrils flared and my pupils dilated. I love my emotions. I love being Sith. Husband, will it ever stop? The craving for greater power, the lust for more conquest?
To Sith, those things are like breathing.
The way I feel, the drive you've awakened and sustained in me will never extinguish. My last breath will be expelled fiercely. Our children will be so gifted, and I'll use my special powers to help guide them and your future disciples. Together, we will build the most fearsome legacy the galaxy has ever seen.